Hello, beautiful blockchain people. That's me again at CryptoSpine. This is my next cryptocurrency market overview. So let's start. Let's have a look at the prices of the major cryptocurrencies according to the site of CoinGecko. And as we see, the market has started, let's say, to stabilize after the solid price intraday decline that took place within the last 24 hours, or actually later yesterday. And I want to say that today I will have a look at the price chart of Bitcoin and Ethereum, these two cryptocurrencies that we analyzed, the first one on Monday, the second one on Tuesday, to have a look at their price charts and to try to figure out if because of this price decline, the major trend or has changed or what is going on actually because of this, let's say, intraday correction. That's why let's first have a look at the price chart of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is trading at the moment at $46,340. Yesterday it was earlier today when or on Monday it was about $50,000. Yesterday it declined to, let's say, something close to $42,000. But now let's have a look at the price chart and try to figure out if the situation has changed, if the market is becoming bearish, and so on. This time I will start from the daily chart because we will have a look at the, let's say, intraday price dynamics. That's why let's start from the shorter time frames, and this is the daily chart. So this is the price decline that took place yesterday, and now the price is stabilizing. First, let's move on to the 4-hour chart. And let me remind you that here we started the Bitcoin analysis by analyzing these ascending channels. And actually, on Monday, when I showed these ascending channels or uptrend in the 4-hour chart, I said that the trend is becoming less bullish because the slope is changing. So let's assume that this is the new ascending channel, or actually the ascending channel that we analyzed on Monday, and we saw that the slope is changing, but of course the market remains bullish because we have these ascending channels. Now, because of this price decline that took place yesterday in the second half of the day, we see that the price chart is now, or the price is below the lower line of this ascending channel. Even if we play a little bit with this lower line, it is still below the line. But let's assume that or analyze the price chart and try to use, let's say, some different scenarios. The first one, let's assume that this is just a volatility and the price is testing at the moment the lower line of this ascending channel. Then, if in the next couple of days the price is able to return into the channel, then we will see the uptrend continuation and we will mark this as a period of volatility. The next scenario, let's assume that this is not just a volatility and the price is starting to decline. In this case, I think that if we have a look at the daily chart, let me remind you that we used to analyze before this, let's say, consolidation or correction. And actually, let's draw this range. And here, we also analyze this range. In case of some bearish scenario, I think that the price may drop to, let's say, once again to $42,000 per one digital coin, or the upper bound of this range in the daily chart, and then the price may rebound. So something like this. This is a bearish scenario. So these are the two scenarios, let's say, that I will continue to monitor in the daily and in the 4-hour chart. So in case of a bearish scenario, we may see something like this. I'm still bullish on the price chart of Bitcoin. And in case of a bullish scenario here, I think that the price will resume the uptrend, let's say, from here, and it will enter the ascending channel once again. And once again, we will mark this as just a period of volatility. That's it about the daily and the 4-hour chart. Now let me remove these elements and have a look at the weekly chart. So this is the weekly chart. Of course, we're still in the middle or in the first half of the week, but if we have something like this will be a small bullish signal, because if at the end of the week we have this candlestick, that will be a bullish engulfing. And bullish engulfings are common, let's say, trend reversal candlestick formation occurring, let's say, or taking place at the end of some price increase. That's why if once again we have something like this at the end of the week, this will be a bearish signal. But till the end of the week we have enough time, so let's wait and see. Also, if we have this bearish signal at the end of the week, it will need additional confirmation. We will talk about it later. So this is in the weekly chart, that is worth keeping attention on. But of course, the price may start to increase, and this bearish engulfing may disappear. So once again, let's wait and see. But it is something that is worth keeping an eye on. Now, the monthly time frame. This is the monthly chart. We had these two bullish candlesticks with ascending local lows and ascending local highs. Of course, if at the end of the month, because of this intraday price decline that took place yesterday or within the last 24 hours, we have this candlestick, it will be just a dodge, but it has a local high above the previous ones and a local lows above the previous ones. So it will just confirm the continuation of the bullish sentiment, even if we have something like this at the end of the month. And this candlestick will mark a period of consolidation. So that's it about the price chart of Bitcoin in the different time frames. Now, let's move on to the price chart of Ethereum and have a look at the different time frames and actually do the same. Of course, we will start from the daily chart once again, and this is the daily chart. First of all, let me remind you that yesterday when I analyzed the price chart of Ethereum, I said that now we are testing the previous local high, and this is a psychological resistance, so something like this. And even I said, let's switch to a linear chart to see that this local high and this local high are almost at the same level. So let's switch to a linear chart. So now we see that in the daily chart or in the 4-hour chart, this is a very, very similar, let's say, local high. So this is the daily chart. Or even if we switch to the weekly chart, it is the same. So this is the weekly chart, because in the weekly chart, yesterday we saw that this is the same local high. So once again, let's move on to the daily chart. And I want to say that here we see that the price was testing the previous local high, and that was a psychological, let's say, resistance. Also, let me remind you that here I also outlined that the price of Ethereum is still within the ascending channel. But yesterday it was testing also the upper line of this ascending channel, at the same time testing the previous local high, this psychological resistance level. That's why I said that it's accumulation of some resistance and we have to be really very careful. And a decline took place. But yesterday when I analyzed the price chart of Ethereum, I pointed out to this opportunity that I said that when we were here yesterday, that in case of some kind of pullback, if the price drops to the lower line of the ascending channel and remains in the ascending channel, and after that rebounds from the lower line, this will be a great opportunity to enter the market and to open a long position and try to catch the next wave within the ascending channel. So I think this scenario remains really very interesting and useful, because if the situation unfolds like this, some traders will definitely open long positions. So this is in the daily chart. Now let's remove these elements graphical elements from the chart and move to the weekly chart. So in the weekly chart of Bitcoin, we had this potential bearish engulfing. Here we don't have a bearish engulfing because the body of this bearish candlestick is still within the body of the bullish candlestick of the previous one. So there is nothing, let's say, significantly bearish here in the weekly price chart of Ethereum. Also, once again, the price chart of Ethereum in the daily time frame remains within the ascending channel, and the price tested yesterday the lower line, and it rebounded very quickly. So this is in the daily chart, this is in the weekly chart. We don't have this bearish engulfing. And in the monthly time frame, if at the end of the month we have this candlestick, yes, it's a candlestick that is worth paying attention at, but what I want to say is it is a dodge that has a local high above the previous ones and the local low above the previous ones. So this will be a bullish signal even if we have this candlestick at the end of the month. So that's it for today, fellas. This is my point of view on the price chart of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I wanted to once again highlight that I decided to make this overview of these two major cryptocurrencies, actually of their price charts in the major time frames, because of the yesterday's price decline. So please share your point of view as a comment below. Of course, I wish you a very wonderful day, good luck in the financial markets, and I hope to see you in the next one. It was me again at CryptoSpa.